All right, Shobuj, we are ready to begin.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Hello, am I audible clearly? Okay. First of
Yes.
all, Subho Durga Panchami to all of you. Hi, I am Subhuj Goli, Head of Electrical Department of NCKB Institute of Engineering and core member of the Startup Club. So, I'm the host for today's session, and now we are going to start our today's session. And I would request all of you to turn on your camera and make this session more interactive. The Startup Club by MCKB IE is your playground for ideas and innovation. And we are a bunch of engineering students from MCKB Institute of Engineering trying to make our dent in the universe and create a safe place and rich culture for fellow aspiring entrepreneurs. We have dared to dream big. We actively organize exciting and engaging activities throughout the year. Okay. A sub community by students of member of the Startup Club by MCKV IE who strive to build a diverse and inclusive space to learn new skills, share experience, and to build startup projects together. We help fellow students to build and improve their coding skills and to solve real life and real world problems, tech talk shows, and relevant coding activities. Okay, thank you, Aniruddha Hajra, for turning on your camera. And I'm inviting Mr. Subham Saha, our guest speaker, to highlight on the concept and importance of the hackathon. Okay. Presently working for Tech Virito, a Pune-based startup. He is a professional about programming and developing real-time solutions to problems. He is a full-stack web developer by profession and loves solving challenges. Startup enthusiast, able to work with a team of specialized in a first-place environment. A die-hard Manchester United fan who's striving to create his own space in the world of photography. Okay, sir. Subham,
Yeah.
sir.
So
Are
yeah.
you?
So hi
Yeah.
everyone.
Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Shobut, for that introduction. Am I audible?
Yes, you are clearly audible.
Yeah. So thank you. Yeah, Shobut. I guess the one thing you missed out is that I am also an ex MCKVN, just like you people. So yeah, like I got in the college around the year of 2013. I passed out 2017, 4 years of CS MCKVN. So hello everyone, hello MC, my fellow brothers and sisters, and yeah, very good afternoon to each and every one of you present here. So firstly, I would like to introduce you about uh, like the culture which you are coming into. So when we make the transition from our school days and into a college. So the transition as a base of transition, it might be very small. Like you're just moving into say a year in your age, but the actual transition you make into professional world is a huge leap. Actually, the thing happens is that we somehow tend to like bit of ease off like in the first couple of years in our for our engineering. But let me get this, like, not to frighten you or anything, but if you look at your time span from 4 years from now or 3 years from now, you would be out there in the world competing with, I don't know, like lots of students just to get a good job and a good salary. Like at the end of the day, like that is what matters, right? That is what somewhat inspires us, and that is somehow like that is somehow the ultimate goal of mostly like when I joined college. So that was what my like what used to drive me, that yeah, okay, I used to hear from my seniors that there would be campus placements and all these things, all these big jargons that they used to throw at me. But at the end of the day, when I started to understand, yeah, that is what the world thrives on, right? Meaning what you desire, that yeah, at the end of the 4 years of your college life, you have a sustainable good job, which you can progress on, like make a building block of your life from there. So uh, and I guess like mostly most of the people who have joined us here in this short seminar or a short introduction phase, uh, like I'm mostly from CSIT if I'm not mistaken. Some people will be from EC also. But the thing is that whatever like these all departments has something in common. That is, you can say that we evolve or we envelop something around regarding computer science, right? So computer science will become your for people of CS and IT will become your core subjects. But even from I have my friends from EC also, like though who are meaning are like more enthusiastic, if I may put it that way, like in regarding computer science and the subjects that pertain to computer science. So uh, today I have been asked to tell you about something which might sound fancy to a lot of you and which might seem daunting to some of you also. But the thing is that yeah, meaning as you grow up in your years of engineering college, you will get to learn more about these things. So the thing like they are organizing, I really want to appreciate first Anushka, because she contacted me, and Shobuj also, for starting this thing at MCKV, because for when we were part of MCKV, so that is the one lacking part which we really felt in MCKV was there was no one to sort of guide us, right? And how we can whom to approach, or like whom to actually get the guidance from regarding how to get our placements and jobs. Be rest assured, the faculty in MCKV, they are super helpful. Like personally, we had a batch of we had a group of 5 to 10 people among us. If you know, I'm not sure like if it still continues in MCKV, like the competitions called Quizart, the Brain Rush. And so those were the brainchild of our, like it started from our batch. We started from the year of 2014, and we would be happy that if it's still continuing. So they fully supported us in these in these factors of college life, because these are also important as per your curriculum. But other than that, like this will help you grow. But the main motive behind, like you'll get to hear like terms like competitive coding, then campus interviews, which has multiple rounds and takes a coding as a first round. So what are all these companies looking for? They are looking for your cognitive skills rather than your theoretical knowledge. So theoretical knowledge is mandatory. That's very much required. But practical knowledge, like how much you have done, how much you have solved a problem at hand among a team, with your team members, individually, that doesn't matter. But they are looking for people who has that extra edge to the others, that okay, yeah, so this is a very very basic problem which I see around myself. So this is something which I have tried to solve with the help of computers, with the help of Internet of Things, IoT, and all these things. So like let me talk about a very simple problem. Say, well, like what we tried, like we saw a problem was most of you would have thought about in the COVID situation, like in Bengal or in Kolkata, like most parts of India, just taking Bengal as an example, we don't have proper databases of hospitals or how many beds are empty in hospitals. So for example, I need a bed in emergency. I have to go to Google, type out the name individually of individual hospitals, individual nursing homes which are known to me. I get their contact number, I call them up, then they pick up, they're well and good. Then they say to me, okay, there are these number of beds available. But why not try and encompass this whole knowledge? It's in the internet, right? We can get anything in the internet. So why not encompass this whole knowledge that is there in the internet into a more structured manner, so that just with an app, just with a website, you go to the website, you log in and you check, okay, so and so nursing home, so and so hospitals near my home, like within my locality, or like within my reach, has these many emergency beds available. So that helps us, right, to narrow down our search. We don't have to scamper through each and every in the case of emergency. So this is a very small thing which I just noted out. So this can be a problem, right? So how do we solve the problem? So what we do is that what we did, I said we did it recently after I joined my company. So what we did, couple of colleagues of mine, what we did is that we scraped the net, right? We did it's like, again, I'm talking jargons, like we searched the net, not manually, but wrote a program, like computer program that did the job for us, plug the information on the net, like name of the hospital, the address, the phone number, put it in a database, put it in a, like, say, a file, and which file would be easily available to us. So that is how we solve problems. And like the term hackathon, or like the team is naming it, Eurekathon is nothing but a hackathon in its own. So the term hackathon does the same thing. Like it invites you to solve day-to-day problems. Like this is a very small problem which I just pointed out to you. Like there can be n number of numerous problems which you actually see that there's happening in front of you. And so you get that problem statement, you understand that these are the requirements, these are the sort of target audiences which I'm trying to like locate, or trying to help rather, and you make a solution. You make, so like every time it won't be possible that you sit at your computer desk and you write on a piece of code that helps people, but it would be a start, right? So what these guys are doing a terrific job. So they are giving you a proper platform to set yourself up. So they will provide you with problem statements, like which they have like filtered down. So top 10 problem statements, for example. Then they will ask you for your solution. So how do you feel, you and as your team, how do you feel that you can provide a solution for that certain problem statement? Like overall, this might seem like, okay, so you might tell yourself, okay, I'm not actually going and helping the people at hand, right? I'm not actually making a difference. Yes, I will agree to that. You're not making a difference, but the thinking that it inculcates in you, right? The thinking that it is getting you start to think at problems in such a manner that, okay, this is a problem, this is how I can solve it. So this problem solving mentality, that is, if it starts from the very first year of your engineering course, you get a 4 years ahead of you, that will really help you when you actually go into your final years and you're looking for a job, looking for a placement interview. Because what the placement interview officer or the HR team that comes in, they will do is that they will look into your CV. Okay, you get good marks, you've got good CGPA and good marks, that is good. But at the end section, there would be a section, right, where you do your projects, where you mention your projects. So that will be highlighted. So meaning that what will catch their eye. Okay, this guy has really done something in hand, has some problem solving attitude, has some ideas we can inculcate from him. We can utilize that energy. So that hackathon is nothing but is like, it will just help you to go in the right direction for your long term project. So like we got an opportunity from TCS for the same thing. Like there was like TCS also has this competition called the Nginx. So Nginx invites entries for the same thing. So they provide you with a problem statement. You have to provide them. There are multiple rounds that happen. Like you provide a solution to that, then you actually have to give a demonstration of the same thing on a small scale basis, how you can actually solve that problem statement. So these all small building blocks. So what was happening is that we did not get this opportunity in the first or second year of our engineering while we were doing our engineering course at CGPA. So, but if you are with touch with your seniors, the seniors who have already sort of had some more experience than you, right, in their couple of years of engineering, so they know that what the market demand is, what the interviews are looking for.
Yes,
If you interact more with your seniors, whether they're in the third year, the fourth years, and be part of these clubs, be part of these small events that are taking place, be part of these, like, try to. It might not be that 10 people participate, only one will be the winner, right? But the one winner gets a prize amount or whatever the prize is for it. But the whole 10 people take back something called knowledge. That is very much essential for like going forward. And yeah, that was about hackathon. And the thing is that you meaning you would be really amazed at how you can solve really problems with very simple like programs that you will learn. Like that will also help you. That will also help you in your growth, and also in a sense that I mean, you will you will for your own knowledge, like you want to, like suppose you're stuck at a problem, right? You will That will drive you to, okay, go and seek help, go and search the net, go and find out a YouTube video where you can actually find a solution to the problem where you're stuck at. So I think one small piece of, suppose joining, one small piece of enrolling your name, taking part, being an active member, might be you don't participate, might be you like nothing is coming into your head, like you don't have a solution for a problem that is happening. But being part of the discussions, right? You 10 people discuss something, the 11th guy might be like he gets an idea of his own, that okay, this is somehow I can implement. So the more interaction with you have your seniors, the more interaction you have with your group, that will also increase your sort of vocabulary skills, right? And also will help you to sort of grow as a person, right? Because at the end of the day, whatever we are doing, whatever our dreams and goals are, whatever whatever our parents want of us, whatever our friends want of us, is that something we want, like we want to contribute to the society. Like that should be the ultimate goal of anyone who is growing up in these years, right? Because yeah, to be true enough, to be fact enough, you do not, like the society has given a lot to us. It's time that somehow, somewhere, wherever we can contribute, we give them back something to, so that like it gives a sort of pride to yourself, some happiness to yourself, that yeah, okay, I have done something to the society, I've done something to the people who would really need that. So yeah, I guess that is all I got to say. That whatever opportunity you get in these 4 years of your time, so just grab it. Don't think that it's a waste of time. It's not a waste of time. I can guarantee you that. Like meaning we were doing things, so it might happen that concentrating on these part, your curriculum might be hampered. But again, that's up to you, that how you balance out life, how you balance out all the things that are there in your pocket. And so if you, like personally now sitting where, like now what I've done in my 4 years and my like 3+ years of professional life, I have understood one thing, that curriculum matters, but your CGPA, that was meaning the pointers that is goes up, it doesn't matter to that extent. What matters is that extracurricular activity that you actually do, and actually you can have a understanding of. So yeah, so Shobhuj, like it's over to you now. Like you want.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful things. And now we have a Q&A session. If any student have any queries about Eurekathon or Hackathon, then you can shoot your questions. Okay, I think no one having any questions or queries about Eurekathon or Hackathon. Now I am requesting Gaurav to present the top 3 website entries, and I would request Anushka Di to share the prizes for the Eurekathon. Gaurav, over to you.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are completely audible.
Yeah. So just a minute. Yeah. So talking about the first team, let me first. Is it visible my screen?
No. Yes. Now it's visible. Fine.
Yeah. So first team is 4Web. So this is the website they have built during this hackathon period.
Congratulations, guys.
Page.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gaurav, I think your voice is breaking.
No, Sobuj, are not disclosing the results yet. We are discussing the top 3 websites in no order. So it's not necessary that Gaurav is presenting them in order. So let's
No,
see.
it's fine.
Let's first go through the top 3 websites.
Yeah. So this is the website done by 4Web team. So this is the homepage of the website with nice transitions and all.
This is really great.
Yeah, talking about the theme, they have worked on Aditi Deva Bhava theme. Yeah, this is the home page. So next section of this website is map. They have implemented interactive maps where anyone can search the restaurant and hotels and attraction places, and also type some city where they want all this information. And this is about the map page. There is also get guide page where they have implemented a form that needs to be submitted for any guide help. And this is about the guide page. And yeah, they have also implemented blog page where it just what does is it gives the user information about the different places so they can plan their trips in a better way. So this is all about their website of 4Web.
Great work for webs.
Yeah. So next is Smile again. Website name is there, and the team name is The Webers, and theme was cope up with quarantine. So this is the homepage of the website. They have this pretty homepage.
The homepage is pretty cool, right?
Yeah. With some of the pages, they have implemented a beautiful game page where they have listed down all the games that you can play in quarantine period. And moving for the next section, they have also implemented yoga section, and this is the another beautiful thing where people can start music and listen some music while doing yoga and all. Are you able to hear the music?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So they can also start timer for their yoga period. So this is about the yoga section.
This will be very helpful in these days.
Yeah. And there's diet plans. So it is linked to an external website that actually generates the diet plan. So it is also very helpful information for those who want to be fit in this quarantine period. So next thing is that the motivational videos. So they have taken some of the YouTube videos to help you in quarantine. Yeah, this is YouTube videos, and this is all about the home page. So they have implemented about us page. So in this about us page, they have listed down their team members, and there is contact us page as well. Yeah, just a minute. Yeah, and there is FAQ. So FAQ section is also there. So this is all about the submission of the Weber team. And moving further for the next team, the team name is Code Cooker, and they have worked on helping the elder. So this is all the website of the Code Cooker team with a nice looking UI and all. So you can read some of the descriptions, some of the information given here. And they have also implemented some of the pages, other pages. So here again some of the informations. You can read it. And they have also implemented the NGOs near the locations. So you can get the information about the NGO near your location. And also they have implemented some medicine shops that you can find out near your location. And they have also implemented the payment gateway, so anyone can pay some donation here. This is all about the third website.
Yeah, this is a very great and insightful thinking for the web page, and I think this is a very helpful for the senior citizen also.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the top three websites, and
Yes.
now Anushka, over to you.
I hope I'm audible and I'm visible.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So good evening, everyone. Good evening, Shubhamda. Thank you for joining with us, firstly. And right, like Shubhamda has rightly said, that uh, it all depends on how much you balance your academics and how much you balance your outside academic curricular activities. Uh, that will make you a complete holistic student. And this 4 year is your time to grow yourself. So this is the final hour, and first of all, tell me how many of you are excited for the results. Can I get some yes or something in the chat box?
Yes, 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 me too.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Well, thank you. Uh, Before I declare the results, first let us disclose the prizes. This is a this is an effort from the entire Eurekathon organizing committee. You guys have shown all the registered teams, like we had over 50 registered participants in this short time, and that is like thanks to all of you. So all the registered teams, kudos to all of you, like seriously, that you guys managed to, you guys managed to support Eurekathon, and this prize amount, whatever we are giving, is for your encouragement, so that we can have more such ideas in future. So the first prize is a voucher of rupees 500. The second prize is a voucher of rupees 300. The third prize is a voucher of rupees 200, and we also have a special mention. uh, so I'll be disclosing the winners right now, and let's guess who is in the third position, the runners up, like the second runners up. But before that, I would like to say the entire organizing committee and the judging panel, myself, Devopriyo, Aditi, Devorshi, Gaurav, Nehal Bhaiya, Ashutosh, we literally had a very difficult time because one website was better than the other. And you know, all of you aced the subject category which you have chosen. So irrespective of the fact, whatever the results are today, remember you guys are winners, and I can vouch on this. So in the third position, we have Team Code Cookers, consisting of Pratham Jha, Shreyansh Bhatyal, Vishal Pandit, and Roshni De. Do we have any
Congratulations
one of them?
to all of you and the team of Code Cookers.
Congrats to all of you. In the second position, any guesses? Any guesses among the existing teams who are here? Well, I won't keep you much long in suspense. In the second position, we have Team Webbers. Team Webbers is again another, it's a conglomerate team of MCKV students and non-MCKV students. It consists of Saurabh Chandra, Aheli Shadhu Khan, Pritha Shaila, and Arnajit Chakraborty.
Congrats, congrats, bro. Congrats.
Congrats,
Well done.
Team the Webbers. And in the first position, we have, can I have a guess? I guess the participants are here. In the first
Forweb
position,
it
we
is.
have, yes, in the first position, we have Team Forweb.
Forward.
Yes, Harsh Ved, Ishika Ghosh, Otanu Panja, and Anamika Tiwari. Congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations to all of you
And
guys, and best of luck for coming up hackathons.
yes, a lot of virtual applause to all of you. And we have one special mention. This special mention is exclusively for a very special team because we all are college students, but this hackathon did not focus on, whether you're a college student or a school student, did not have such, watertight barriers or constraints. We had kept it open for developers of any age. And this team deserves a special mention because they are just 16 to 17 years old now and they are like, they are acing the app development domain. The special mention goes to Team AD3. It's a team from MCKV school, and the team consists of Anirudh Hazra, Shambit Nondi, and Rohit Verma. Congratulations, guys! You have received a
Congratulations,
voucher
guys.
coupon of 120 rupees. And Devopriyo, are you here? Devopriyo,
Yes, Viju. I'm
yes.
outside, but
So
am I audible?
yes, you're
Yes, yes,
perfectly
sure.
audible. Devopriyo, would you like to mention that why we have given them the special mention category? I guess you will be able to explain it
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Actually, these were also apart from us. These were judged from app developers, professional app developers. One who is has currently secured a position in Cloud Kaptan, and also one who is working in TCS as well as startup. So they have judged this application. It was one of a kind, and also for a class 10 student, for class 11 student, it was really hard time to build such an app in such a less means what do you say, such a less period of time. It was pretty hard. We saw the code, and he has implemented different algorithms, which was not means which can't be were not implemented in the web part, but yeah, in the app part, he has implemented really awesome algorithms, and he has also worked on the improvement that were suggested by the judges. So we were pretty happy to see that he worked on the improvements. Also, his marks were cut down in the innovation part, but the app in a whole was really innovative and also the user friendly. So yeah, uh, so that he gets encouraged by this, we are providing the special mention. So Anirudh Hazra and his team, please keep this spirit and do build more apps like this. I see means I see that you can excel more and more. If you need any kind of help, you can contact the mentors of the Coders Club. They are always there for you, and I guess you have already contacted them. So you can spread the word in your friends among your friends, and yes, just keep excelling and keep improving.
Okay.
Certainly.
Congratulations again to all the winners. And from my perspective, all of you are winners. And now this is time for feedback. And I am sending your feedback from link in the chat. Please carefully fill the form and to get the certificate.
Okay, since we have Shubhamda with us and we have a little time left, this is dedicated slot for the first year students. If you guys have any question about what a hackathon is, why you should participate, outside your studies in an hackathon, if you guys have any sort of queries, please shoot them. Already there are first year enthusiastic students who are willing to contact Shubhamda and they are like, they are very eager. So this is your place. Just go ahead and shoot your questions.
Yeah, can I come in?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So a little bit, please, Subankar, I just want to remind all the first years that I didn't get a chance to interact with them, but and have the inauguration session for the Coders Club. But this is just the start. We have already promised 3 hackathons in throughout the year. So this was the first hackathon we have organized, and next hackathon is coming in the month of January or February. So stay tuned with us. Join the socials of the Coders Club as well as the Startup Club. We will be keeping you updated with the latest happening. So yeah, so this is start and prepare yourself as the competition will be getting tough. Prepare yourself and keep the spirit, right?
Okay, guys, I'll tell you one thing. No questions are silly questions. If you have any questions in your mind, please shoot it. You won't get a chance again.
Okay, what all technologies are the first years acquainted with? Means how much they know about any development? Like, do they know about app development or web development?
Devapro, your voice is breaking.
So first years, uh, am I audible?
Yes, now you're.
Yeah, yeah. To the first years, that how much do you know about means about web development and app development? So, so yeah, the first years may please respond.
Anyone?
Then we will be able to help you.
Sir, as
So
I'm a,
practically speaking,
Subhojit.
yes,
Please.
sir,
Yeah, yeah.
as I'm a biology student, so I don't know nothing about this thing.
Listen, Subhojit, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Arey, I'm not sir, bhai. I'm just yeah, I'm just senior. So
Okay.
you are a biology student, and I started my coding from second year. Sorry, second semester. So you are still 6 months ahead of me. You can do more than me, right? So that's not the point that you are from biology student and you don't, you know nothing. If you have a laptop, if you have internet connection, if you have a platform, there are plenty of platforms for you to learn and learn about web development, about app development.
Yes, the
Go
big
through all the
platform is
platforms.
YouTube. Okay, learn from YouTube. All the resources are free there.
Sir, my
Yes,
question is that uh, what should be my first step to take? Means C++, means what
Did
thing
you
to
know
know
any
at first?
language? Did you know any language?
No, sir. No
Then
language
start.
I know.
Then start with C.
Okay.
you can start with C as well as you can, if you are interested in web development, you can start exploring HTML and CSS, right? So it's
Yes, yes.
pretty basic and you will just grasp it in I guess 1 month of time. So you can start exploring HTML and CSS and then move to JavaScript. And if you are interested in competitive coding, you can explore C or C++, any one of them. HTML and CSS, right?
And through what
Yeah, anyone
languages
with
the app is developed? Means app is made.
Yeah. Okay. So
Java.
app is built in Java as well as in Kotlin as well as in for Android app. I would like to specify that for Android app you have to use Java or Kotlin, and for iOS devices you have to use Swift. But there's some languages called cross-platform which can build the apps for cross-platform, means both for Android and iOS devices. They are Flutter, which is built by Google, and one is React Native, which is built by Facebook. So I would suggest that if you are a beginner, then just learn Java, and if you have mastered JS, then you go for React Native or Flutter. Okay, any one of them.
All right,
Uh,
we have one question
Hello.
directed towards. Yeah, just 1 minute.
Okay.
Kindly mute yourself,
Anirban,
Anirban.
Anirban, please mute yourself.
Yes, we have one question directed for Shubham Da. It said that about this question is asked by Ishika. What about the deployment of the project we made? Like, this is an in general question also. Like for students, they can usually build a lot of projects, but how about the deployment? How should they proceed further with it?
So yeah, like specific to deployment, like I guess those who are in the sphere of writing codes and working with codes. So you have heard of GitHub, right? If I'm not mistaken. So like your version controlling system, GitHub. If you have heard of GitHub, and if not, like I would like everyone of you present and those who are really interested in this sector to go and explore GitHub, because GitHub really helps you to. So gone are the days when you used to share code or share like mainly code via drives or like via email, via Gmail, or whatever the mode of communication would be. But GitHub, what it helps is that it helps you to maintain your history of the code that you have written. For I'm giving you very base examples here, and I will just move into how you can deploy from there. That's why I just started with GitHub. So suppose you write one line of code, like say "Hello World," right? And you just write it and save in your computer. Next day, somehow your computer or the device you're working on, it is not working, and you just lose that piece of code, that very basic or whatever the piece of code that you have written, or how much 10,000 lines of code you have written. What you do is that you simply put your code into your GitHub repository. In your GitHub sort of, there is a folder structure itself there. So you put up your code there, and whatever modifications you do on whichever date, on whichever time, it keeps on getting updated by simple commands that are there, which can allow, like, which you can just keep it stored as a copy there. So if ever you require to go back to your first version or go back to your nth version, you can easily move around your version. So that's why it's basically called version controlling system. So we, like any big organization, starting from like whichever you name, starting from Facebook, starting from Google, Amazon, any organization like TCS, CTS, whatever projects or whatever code they're working with, they mostly and mainly use GitHub for their version control. And if you're working on websites, if you're working on the front end, like developing websites, that's like the websites, few of the websites which I've just seen now, you can easily uphost, like deploy your website, your repo, or your whole project in your via your GitHub, the GitHub pages, so that you can just share your GitHub link. So yeah, I was just seeing Gaurav, who I guess was sharing. He's like running the websites locally via localhost. If you see the web address is a localhost, so it's like if I want, I cannot access that website from my system, right? So the problem is that neither of us can access the website from our devices, because it is somewhere running in Gaurav's computer. But if you want to access it globally, like share it among your friends, you can deploy your projects using GitHub. That is the easiest and the simplest way to do so. There are other methods also where you can use like there is Hostinger, there is the Amazon cloud service itself. But I would suggest not to go in those sites, because the thing is that those charge you for like above a certain free amount of spaces and everything. So that might be a little tricky, because I personally sort of have used up like 16,000 of my like 16,000 INR for like doing all these things. So that was not at all, like there was no one to guide me. That's why I ran into some issues there. So I will suggest you that don't go there if you're just a beginner. Go with GitHub pages. That is really helpful. That is really easy for anyone to use. Yeah. So I hope
Okay.
that
Yeah, Shubham sir explained pretty well. And if I can add something to it, like which you can, if you are a website developer, you can also, means I am a website developer, so you can also host your code through Firebase and Heroku, Vercel. Okay, so these are all free website host providers, and we are planning to do we are planning to do an event where we will it will be a YouTube live, and we will be teaching you how to deploy your code on GitHub pages, Firebase, and Vercel, as well as on Heroku. And if you are an app developer, I have to gather resources, and I will be sharing those resources in the Telegram group. So yeah.
Okay. I am again pasting the link, feedback link in the chat, and make sure all of you fill the form. Okay. As we come to an end of this session, it was a great session, and I hope everyone will stay safe. In this festive season, please wear mask and use sanitizer. So, guys, take care. Bye.
Yeah. So bye everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Anushka.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for joining us in such a short notice, and thanks to all the organizers, especially for making this event happen. I can't thank you people enough, and to all the participants who have actually the strength, to execute this entire event. So a big thank you, and we are soon coming with Eurekathon version 2.0, probably in the next semester itself. So stay tuned.
So bye everyone.
Yeah, Shubham, if they want to connect, can they connect to you via LinkedIn? Would you please share your socials? Because there were a few queries from first years.
Shubham has left, I guess.
I think 2 days left. Okay. Later we will share the LinkedIn page.
Bhaiya,
Yes.
that means as a beginner, I should